How do you find the motivation to work out after 40 with kids and a job and all of life's stress? Well, for me, it had to be 40. I truly wasn't ready before my 40s to commit to this long term. In my childhood, I was a chubby kid, athletic but always chubby. Sometimes I got into a little bit of shape, and other times I really let myself go. The fact is that I didn't love my body. When we would take family photos, the first thing I would look at is, how do I look? How does my belly look? And whether or not I liked the picture was almost solely dependent on whether or not my belly was showing in the photo. It got really bad after COVID, and like a lot of people, I was working from home. I had easy access to food and snacks. I also struggled with mental health, as did many of us during that time, and I think I used food to medicate how I was feeling. At one point, this is ridiculous to admit, but I got hooked on spiked milkshakes. I had one in a restaurant, it was great, I started making them at home, and before you knew it, I was drinking probably about 1,000 calories every night. In early 2021, I went to a doctor's appointment and stepped on the scale, and I weighed 225 pounds. 225 pounds! I've never even been close to that heavy in my entire life. I freaked out. I talked to the doctor there, and through my insurance was able to set up appointments with a nutritionist, a behavioral therapist, and a gastrointestinal doctor. I met with all three of them and developed a sensible plan for me to start losing weight. Instead of having cereal every morning, I would have 2 hard-boiled eggs every single morning. Instead of being motivated by sugar and sweet foods, I almost completely cut sugar out of my diet. And that was all I did, and it was great. I lost 30 pounds, so I was down to 195. I'm about 6 feet tall, so that felt okay. But after a little more than a year, I plateaued, and I wasn't able to lose any more weight, even though I was very disciplined about my diet. And that's when I started to increase my exercise. And I started out with weightlifting. And then the most amazing thing happened. I started to see muscles grow. I was building muscle, I could see it, and yet my weight was going down. I thought this was incredible. I thought it couldn't be real, but it was. So how do I find the motivation to do this? I had to wait until I was ready for it. Much like I wasn't ready for a loving, committed relationship in my 20s, I wasn't ready for a long-term, healthy relationship with fitness until I was in my 40s, and until it got pretty bad. I can say now that I love myself, and that's how I find the motivation. I will not let myself fail. I've worked so hard to get where I am right now, and that's why I want to share it with you. So I hope my story's helpful for you. I hope it's motivating, and I really hope you'll join me 4 nights a week for live workouts on YouTube. I'm hoping to be really interactive with chat, show you what I do without necessarily giving training tips, and be there as somewhat of a motivational coach, a friend, an accountability partner, and a workout buddy. Thank you so much. I'll see you at night.